Welcome back. Welcome back to another day of cleaning tracks out. Dad's out re-dirtying a tractor, might I call it. We were out this morning, spread the last 50 acres of corn stalks. We do have a quarter of bean stubble that's been tilled that needs fertilizer, but we're gonna wait till next Monday because it's gonna freeze really nice on Sunday night. So that should keep this tractor perfectly clean then, because he was out on a little bit of frost this morning, not even any mud in here, so that's good. But since it's been tilled, that bean stubble's been tilled, it's gonna be just grease out there if it don't freeze. So we're gonna hold off on that. We are actually gonna go out because it's 40s today, really windy, but 40s. We're gonna clean this side of the tractor off. We've done the other side. Need to do this and maybe some grain carts depending on how the day goes. This side is about as bad as it gets. We worked on it a little bit, but ran out of daylight the last time. So we're gonna head down there. Dad's out doing some tillage with the 5200, so I'm sure you're hearing from him.
As you can see, things aren't working ideal. Well, I'm back for a little bit more one-handed work with you guys. Glad you could join us. We're trying to do a little bit fall tillage again on some, well, let's just say it's something else out here. Hang tight. The old Salford really doesn't care too much for the snow tillage, as you can see. I don't even know how to explain this to you guys, but well, I'll maybe just take it slow, explain a little bit at a time with you. But we've had a snow event. We have rented a little bit more ground from a guy that's retired, and well, his corn lodged, and he has had quite the battle. And now he got it harvested yesterday, and we're out here trying to do the tillage, but it is a struggle. So you kids out there that want to farm, yeah, you better think wisely. You gotta love it, or you will hate your life. Struggling. Okay, I'm gonna get out and show you guys what I'm into here and what the guy before us had to deal with the lodged corn. You won't believe it. I can't believe it. No matter what a person tried to do, I guess, it was just an absolute battle. You like the top of my head there, guys? I've got the front end of the Salford pitched up a little bit, trying to keep all of the trash going through, but you can see that things were not ideal, and I would assume that things couldn't get much worse, but here's what it is. Very hard. It was hard to scoop up the down corn. I wonder if any cattle guys would want to put the cattle out here. I don't know if you could even do that. Would they founder? Would the cattle founder? I'm sure somebody would know. But this would definitely be an awesome place to put cattle out over the winter. Salford's doing good, except for the snow. You Salford manufacturing, you guys? You think you could invent something that would go through snow? No, I'm just kidding. It's abnormal conditions at best. Mud and water. Oh, what's going on here? There. That's better. Down corn. We had it a few years ago. There's nothing that absolutely destroys productivity than down corn. Gotta go slow. You bought a machine to a combine. You buy that to go at a certain speed to get a certain amount of bushels per hour done. An hour so you can get your harvest done in a timely manner. Down corn. Everything's out the window. Speed down to a third of a mile an hour. Third of a mile an hour. Third of the speed, maybe a quarter of the speed that you should go. Nobody has fun. I'm sure attitudes deteriorate. I know they definitely deteriorate. Okay, done mumbling for a while. Back to tilling. Well, I'm getting close to finishing up out here, and conditions are deteriorating as I was scooting along. Yeah, I said scooting along. I was scooting along on top of the frost because it did get down to 19 degrees last night, but now, there was a big plug up I had to spit out, turn around, and dump out. But frost is out, and now we're back to well, for those of you that know, you know what it's like. The ground gets all sticky and, come on baby, yeah, it gets all sticky and gooey as the frost is just coming out, and let's just say I just got a little bit left, and I'm very happy for that. Putting you down, turning, so difficult here. Man, I wish you guys could come along, and just one of you. I just need one of you to hold all of you. Turning, putting it down, auto steering, throttling, hoping for no plugging. So this property out here that we're tilling up is actually my dad's cousin's. Yeah, it is my dad's first cousin, I believe. And she, well, let me think here now. First cousin. My cousin removed? The real question is, how come you don't ever add a cousin? I've never been good at all that relative stuff, adding and first removed, and no, there's no adding. I don't think there's adding. I'm rambling again. Stop talking. Working.
I think I remember Umberfirth saying that there's an update kit for this jack. Bigger cylinder, because it's not lifting. Either that or it's poked in the ground and maxed out, but I don't think that's the case. Could it be to do with the 1,000 pounds of mud on the hitch and framework all everywhere? I'm gonna have to go get the forklift, help raise this up, I'm thinking. So we're trying to hook up to this. Eric's getting the forklift for a couple of reasons. Number one, we are going to get this thing down there, wash on it. Main reason. Second reason is we need to hook up to this thing, since this is UHarvest Pro, so you plug in the ISO bus to the tractor and it comes up with the scale all right in the tractor. But the information is stored in the cart, so you have to be hooked up to be able to plug your flash drive in and get your documents, all your records for the season off the cart. So we're gonna do both of those things. Main reason is to get it washed, because you can hook up the ISO bus really to any tractor anytime and get that information. Sure you couldn't see that, but the back end of the forklift was off the ground, and it's poked into the ground. That's half the problem. All right, we should be good now. We got it on there. I told him I wanted to wash in a different area so we don't have to work in mud. We can work back on fresh grass. So he drives a half a mile down the ditch bank. Good grief. Bring her back, buddy. I'm not dragging this pump that far. And there's ice on my pond now. Oh, it's turned into a slushy. Anyone want a drink? Look at this. That is cool. That is really cool. Pretty nice out.
It is.
A little warm for the waders today.
Yeah, I had to go down to just my skivvies underneath them.
Oh, great. I won't tell Brian because I think you're wearing his waders. It's kind of sad we're using other people's waders. Mine are at home.
Mine are like a...
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
What do they call those things?
Can we get a long dramatic pause for the thought process
No,
there?
let's not.
With some grasshoppers?
Mine are like a... What is going on here? Am I sucking up fish?
It's maybe got ice in it somewhere.
What's the thing you drain your pasta in?
Strainer?
That's what I was thinking, but it didn't sound right.
Oh my.
Mine are like a strainer.
So the idea here, obviously get the mud out of everything, and then we open the gate, open the bottom auger, and we're gonna go inside, I think, if we can get in there with a big heavy hose. And then we're gonna rinse out the inside so we don't have to probably pressure wash it, and then use mass amounts of water to rinse out that bottom auger so that there's no rotten corn in the bottom. That's the hopes anyways. Here's another great example of the equalizer tracks. Don't mind him yelling, he does that a lot. Quite frequent actually. The pitch of this ditch bank is obviously a crown here, and this track is tilting to the left. This track is tilting pretty hard to the right. We really like that, especially going down the road, especially if you travel loaded at all, like 30,000 pounds on or something. Sometimes we got to go to the next field to meet a truck there. That's really nice. It don't heat up the tracks on the center, obviously on the tractor. So we rotated the tracks here. This one used to be on the front right track. As you can see, this lug is severely wore out compared to this one. So this was because of the crown of the road when this track was on the front right one. But we rotated them to try to maximize the life of them. Sorry, I'm winded. That was a lot of talking. So what I have determined here, or we have determined, is that anything on the outside was thawed out enough where the sun got on it. We could wash this out, but anything in shaded areas, the real thick built up areas, too frozen. Can't do it. So we're gonna wash on the quad tracks. We're gonna try and get him inside the cart because I would think that there shouldn't be any moisture in there, like the corn should wash out. So we're gonna try and get him in there now. So we're gonna have to rearrange the shop a little bit so that we can get this cart in there so that we can wash it. Maybe next week wash the tracks out, or just dig it out in the shop, one of the two. We got a large majority of it out, but there's still some in there.
It's got a little bit of a bow to it.
Are you going to get in it or what?
Oh no, it's pretty nice up there.
This is a big wagon.
I'm surprised it reached across.
This is insane.
What do you think? Climb in there?
Yeah, I suppose. I'll
All right.
keep the camera rolling for when you slip. Don't let go of that. It's so slippery.
Can you hold it there?
Yep.
Woohoo!
that's it. We're done. Tillage is over. 2021 complete. Although there's always them little touch-up spots, you know. But I think we're done. Oh, almost fell out.
Feels pretty good knowing this is the last quad that had to be done. Feels really good. We're just doing the forward backwards again. Rinsing them out. I'm gonna assume the way you put the hose down that we're shutting her down for the night. Yep. He's froze to death. We're both pretty wet. Minute that sun goes down, boy, that temperature really drops off. Luckily the wind went down. Looks pretty good. Good enough for me. Wash boy, which will probably be me and Eric. Get to deal with it with the power washer. But we're gonna get this thing in the shop so that thaws out.
Yes.
You really missed out again. You know, when's your turn?
My turn. I'm taking my turn. I've done it so often.
Yeah, that's mud in there. The wheels aren't even turning. Oh, good grief. Looks showroom clean.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh my.
We're back to the problem where the heated floor dries out all the mud, and then when you open up the 50-foot door, all the cold air comes rolling across the floor, creating what I would call something that maybe could happen in Arizona when the wind comes up and just blows all that dust around. Look at he looks all beat up looking.
We may have lost the battle. We'll win the war.
Oh yeah. Can we quit for the winter?
I wish there was a date that we could look forward to where, you know, you just are done for the year, but
It's the freeze
it's
up there.
farming. Everyone thinks crop farmers don't do anything in the
Right.
winter.
Don't you just shut the combine off where you pretty much last used it and you just disappear for the whole winter?
Well, some people do.
I've heard about them.
We're going out tonight, I guess.
Oh boy. I hope they have heat.
Yeah, you better go thaw out.
I burnt my camera battery up today.
Burnt it up. Used it up.
Used it up without telling everybody I've got a big owie on my nose, so they might think that I'm all don't.
What is it?
Well, I got wild shaving and see that? Yeah, I know you can. Thanks for your concern, though, all of you that were wondering, what is that on his nose?
You can't even see it.
It's the rash.
You can't even see it.
The rash is that.
All right, guys. We will see you next week when we start work all over again. Or are you working tomorrow? I'm
After you.
not. I'm not.
I opened that up just for you, yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm
for
working.
watching. You're working tomorrow?
Yes. It
It's
could be one of the
Saturday.
last days. 13 degrees Sunday night, so that means Monday there ain't gonna be. It's gonna be pretty hard.
Well, don't call too early.
Would you let them 4 people go now?
Yeah, goodbye.